This is how I will win the solo cash cup. I will be playing every single solo cash cup there is this season until I win. And today marks the first day of this challenge and the first solo cash cup. But will I stay consistent or will I give up? How long will it take? To find out, make sure you watch every single episode as I'm turning this challenge into a series. Enough with the yap, let's get into it. This is Solo Cash Cup number 1, Game 1. I came into this tournament bright-minded, optimistic, and excited. But what happens next changes that for the rest of the tournament. I was feeling confident, so for Game 1 I decided to land Masked Meadows. But my confidence got wiped just like that. I just landed, I'm already shambles. I have a grey auto shotgun, and I have no mats. I almost get this kill here, but this guy steals it. And I knew he was gonna rush me, and I'm not gonna lie, I just felt his aura, so I had to run away. This is what I'm talking about. This guy is hunting me down already. At this point, I already knew I was cooked. I have 5 builds and I'm camping behind this basketball court, popping a medkit, and this guy is already here. I ended up dying to this guy in the very first game and I was already mad.
4 fucking seconds to
So I loaded into game 2 with 0 points. I was going to go to this random dock, but then I saw that Outlaw Oasis was uncontested and it was just free good loot. I just played safe most of mid game, so I'll just show you the end game. I was pretty chilling, I had good loot, I had a bat which was actually pretty rare, and I had great mats. I end up hitting this rotate, pretty safe. I do get shot at, but I am in a great position. But then, I just get absolutely beamed. Not twice, but 3 times. And this last guy ended up being the guy with the medallion. I tried to run away, and I thought I actually got away from this guy. With 14 kills. No, take a pause on that. He has a mythic shotgun and 14 kills. Nobody is stopping this guy. So it's game 3 and I decided to drop Whiffy Wharf.
Shut your lame ass up, man.
I ended up being uncontested and got some pretty decent loot. But then I saw this guy sneaking up on me. And what happened was kind of embarrassing. I got full shit on me. I was pretty tilted, but game 4 I decided to drop Lone Wolf there. There's only one other person contesting me, so I thought I had this in the bag. But I decided to bait him by opening the vault. It kind of worked, and I don't even know how this happened. I full piece him, he's low, he throws a med mist grenade at me, and I just miss every shot. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I actually wanted to just stop playing after that. And at this point, I thought it couldn't get worse. 4 games and 38 points. I ended up getting a kill this game, but I'm just gonna save you time, and I end up dying. At this point in the tournament, I really wanted to quit. I was doing so bad. 5 games and 40 points. That is the worst I've done in a while. But what happens next seems to turn that around. I decided to take a break after those few games, and I hopped into game 6. I was actually doing pretty well, top 15 with a kill, and I had great loot. Zone pulled max, and I just hit a good clean rotate. I decided to get just straight in, and I built a base, which is actually a great idea because there's nobody else on high ground, and I still had great mats after building it. Since I'm on high, I end up starting to spray people, and I get this kill out the air, which is very good. And I realized that I might need that later, so I just kept that in mind. Zone ends up pulling forward, but until then, I was straight up beaming everybody, like it was crazy. Here I realized I had no brick and the loot from earlier was still there. But I don't know what happened. I was just so like slow at picking stuff up, and this guy came over and he just hit me 100, and I was panicking because this was such a good game. I should have won this game easily, but then I missed my edit and died. But that was a good game, so it was alright. A top 5 was what I needed. It's game 7 and I have 101 points after I got this kill. I'll just skip right into endgame because this is the most important part. I end up playing this endgame out very well, so let's just watch how I cook. I did end up kind of selling, but a second place with 3 kills is fine. I should have won that game, but doesn't matter. 138 points is great. It's game 8, and I ended up finding myself in this fight. But I decided that since I was on low mats, I would try to disengage with this guy, because he seemed pretty good, and I did not want to waste my last few games dying. After I disengaged, I decided to rotate to this gas station to refire my brick and metal and maybe find some more heals in rotation. I make it to endgame and I realize there's this guy in my game with a minigun and he's a straight menace. I've seen him in the kill feed 10 times. I do not hear that minigun stop shooting once. The zone pulls max, and I decide to use my launch pad, which is always my biggest mistake every time I play a tournament. I obviously end up dying because I'm one tap out the sky. This is my last game, and I actually end up getting extremely lucky. I don't even know how lucky this is. I end up finding 2 gold llamas, and I end up getting 12 gold splashes. I was stacked. But I made my biggest mistake again. Every tournament, I always decide to use the air block, and it never goes in my favor. I just never learn. I ended up getting 212 points, which is not bad at all considering I sold so many games. 212 points will be the benchmark for each solo cash cup. I want you guys to quote me on this. If I ever get lower than 212 points on another solo cash cup this season, I will shave my head. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and like. Make sure to tune in every Friday as I will be dropping the next part of this series. Julius FN, out.
Treat you like you monarchy. We can slide out, touch bands. Come on, let's link. Can't do what I do. I can beat it up with no hands.